Hello, this is Martin from primarytools.co.uk. This video focuses on the new contextual analysis features of our test analysis tools, available for our updated 2019 versions and all versions going forward. For an overview of any other reports and features, please see separate videos. So to begin with, once you open up, you will need to go to the Start Here tab, or click on the Start Here button here. Firstly, put in your names, and also optionally put in any contextual data that you wish to include in the analysis. You can also add up to 4 customizable groups. You can change the names here, but please make sure that anything that you put in this table matches the allowable codes that you define here. Once you've done that, you need to go to the Score Input tab and begin to put in your test data. This is covered in a separate video. The reason why we're mentioning this at the moment is because if you've used previous versions, you would normally put in names here, but now that's pulled from the Start Here tab, and there's no need for you to do it twice. This demo uses dummy data, and you can delete all of this when you familiarize yourself with how it all works. For 2019 versions and in the future, the system also now converts raw scores to scale scores, which gives you finer detail on the outcomes and grades. The only exception to this is the phonics check, which doesn't have scale scores. And once all the data setup is done, you can go to the Contextual Summary tab. Now, the top table gives you an overview of the size of your key groups and compares it to national data shown by the red bars. In this sample, you can see that in this small sample of data, you can see that this cohort has quite a high proportion of disadvantaged pupils compared to national averages. The next section gives you detail on the groups. If we just look at the SEND data for an example, there's 5 children with no SEND data. Okay, they don't have SEND needs. It gives you their scale scores and then a breakdown of their grades. Of those 5 pupils, 100% of them were expected or above, one of which was greater depth, the other 4 being expected. For the K code, those are receiving additional school support. Again, it shows the scale score, and of those 2 pupils, 1 has met the expected standard and 1 is yet to meet that. The table in the bottom right corner here just shows you the outcomes for all pupils. Moving downwards, you can see how each group performs in terms of scaled scores. Note that our calculations do not include pupils with scale scores less than 80, which is the minimum obtainable based on a test. The red line shows the national averages for all pupils, and the green line shows the school average for all pupils. The next tables compare grades and scale scores to national averages. It compares pupils expected and above, those meeting the highest standard or greater depth, and scale scores. And for each, it calculates the difference between the national averages and the schools. The national data shows the data for that particular group. So, for example, we can see that 16% of disadvantaged pupils achieved the highest standard nationally compared to the 33% of the disadvantaged pupils in the school, which is 17% better. Finally, the bottom tables give you an overview of any custom groups that you may have set up. So that's a quick summary of the new contextual report. If you have any further questions, then please email us at info@primarytools.co.uk. Thanks for watching.